All right, welcome to another song title challenge where the question is, climbers, how would you write this one? Listeners of this podcast send in their song titles to info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. Info@daredevilproduction.com. Put song title challenge or STC in the subject line so it gets in the right folder. If you don't, it won't. It'll get lost, I promise you, or be treated as spam. And then I spring this title live to Brent and a special guest that we have on. And our job is to cook up 5 or 6 different ways, different angles conceptually to write that title. And this is the kind of work you should be doing before you go into a write, so you have uh, a really solid path to a killer song. It usually, not always, sometimes the first idea that you have is the best way to go, but usually it's the most cliche. And if you do a little extra 15-20 minutes of creative work in the sandbox, you're going to find something really, really special that's going to alter the course of that song. And Brent, I mean, you started practicing what you preach here, and actually using this exercise to breathe brand new life and energy into a really old hooks that you haven't thought about in a while, right?
Yeah, just like probably a ton of pro writers, I have thousands of unused titles in my hook book because I don't do quality control when I write them down, only when I decide what to bring into a room. And so, but we were having so much fun with these titles that you climbers were sending in, and it would be like this benign title that I wouldn't have just picked off my hook book if it had been in my hook book to go, I got to write that. But after doing like 10 minutes of song title challenge on it, I was like, dadgum, there's something there. That's cool. Going, I need to do this for my own titles. And so I started doing that for my own titles as part of a daily exercise, or, well, some days, not every day, I'll be honest. But, going through my titles and like pick one almost at random and just like, let's dive into it for 10 minutes, see what happens. And I've gotten so much good stuff out of that, of titles that I wouldn't have picked just from the surface level. But so much of that good stuff is like 5 or 10 minutes in. So heck, I'm really glad we started doing this. And so we want to encourage you guys to do the same thing. Maybe there's great stuff just below the surface, and to dive in, do a few minutes on 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and see what you get. So I'm a believer. Not only do I do it on the show, I do it when you're not listening.
He's also a member. I'm not just the president, I'm also a member. And so this is a fun creative exercise. It's not a co-write in any way, shape, or form, guys. You can use all of what we say. You can use none of what we say on the show for your song if you send in the title. But we do demand an invite to the number one party. And as always, Johnny wants an open bar. We're going to have a cocktail while I'm there. So, Brent, I mean, we've got yet another superstar on the show today. You want to do the honors of introducing our guest?
That is right. Today's guest made his first splash with Lone Star's breakthrough country and pop smash Amazed, which was BMI song of the year, millions and millions of broadcast performances. I mean, it's Amazed. Right?
That song is like literally like you can just walk in, you drop the mic, and then you walk out, and you're cool forever.
But wait, there's more. Our guest also wrote the Martine McBride hit. This one's for the girls who spent 9 weeks at number one on the AC chart. He was a producer, not just a one-trick pony. Our guest hit the top of the country charts with R&R's most played country song of 2003, 19-something, recorded by Mark Wills. So big producer props there. Also scored a number one with Blake Shelton with the hit Every Time I Hear That Song. Also cuts by There's More, Tim McGraw, Taylor Swift, Keith Urban, Carrie Underwood, Kenny Chesney, Billy Carrington, and on and on. He also hosts the podcast, The Pitch List, or just Pitch List, which I listen to. I'm a fan of. They're about to hit season 5. It may have already started, I think, by the time this drops. It's a must listen. You got to listen to Pitch List. It's great. Chris Lindsay, welcome to The Climb.
Welcome.
Hey guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for saying yes.
I love your podcast, and we've talked many times. I'm excited now. We're just talking this morning. I'm excited about our little exercise today. I think it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And I want to say, after listening to Brent, Chris, I feel like, if you keep eating your Wheaties and drinking your milk, you could turn into somebody, man. You could be a good songwriter.
The
Holy
only thing,
crap, your list is ridiculous, man. Congrats on all that success. That's amazing.
thank you. The only list I know that's a little bit better is my wife's. So silver lining for you there. Every day I wake up and go, damn, she's written a couple more than me.
Oh, that keeps you in competition. I love
You're like,
it.
honey, go write another book and stay busy doing that for a while. Give me some time to write some more songs.
Yes. And her book's doing great too, by the way. Really good.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, what's the name of it again?
Called Talking to the Sky. It's on. You can get it on Amazon or anywhere. It's gotten a lot of traction. She's working on a movie for it now with Dennis Quaid. They're
awesome.
In the middle of getting all their ducks in a row on that. It's going to be fantastic. So it's rocking.
Good deal.
Awesome. And announce your wife. Like, who's your wife?
Sorry.
Like,
sorry. Yeah, her name is. I'm sorry. Amy Mayo. My wife is Amy Mayo, another Nashville songwriter turned author.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And Amy and I wrote a lot of the early songs that you were listing off together, and then we write apart also, but we wrote a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, she was on Amazed and a bunch of other stuff, and she's got her own credits, and she's awesome too. So
yes,
that's killer. All right, are you guys ready?
Not at all, but it's never stopped me. Never stopped me.
All right,
before.
so this title is from Randy England.
Randy, hey Randy,
longtime climber. The title is, I'm going to give you the title, and then I'm going to give you a hot take on this. Okay, the title is called "Break Us Up."
Okay,
Break Us Up.
All right.
So my hot take on this is, there's a lot of things that could happen here with this. I'm actually interested in this title. Like at first I'm like, is that just seem sort of vanilla, but the more I was thinking about it, just in the few minutes that we've had where I picked it, the more I'm kind of excited about where this is going to go. I think there's certainly things we can do. So Chris, of course, we can put anything in front of the title or anything behind the title to play with the meaning. I think of they're breaking us down to break us up. I got lots of ideas going on with that, but that's our title. I think this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I dig it. Thanks for sending this in, Randy. I have no idea where to go with it at first.
No, I'm studying. The first thing I thought of was one of my favorite songs in the last 3 or 4 years, "Break Up in the End."
Cole Swindell.
God, I love that song.
Yeah,
obviously I wouldn't do it that way. Break Us Up.
Mate,
I love to look at a title and go the exact opposite way that you would think.
Yeah,
like if it's a negative title, push it positive. It's a positive title, push it negative. That's kind of part of my process. Brent, what are you looking at there?
Yeah, I try to do the same thing. Try to not do what you think would be done with that title. One of my first thoughts is, ain't nothing going to break us up. This is a positive, nothing's going to break us up thing. What is that song? Ain't nothing going to break in my stride. Ain't nothing going to slow me. For some reason, I just get there. Ain't nothing going to break us up. Or I think of like, I'm the only one that could break us up. Maybe it's a heartbreak thing. Like,
I think that's better.
It's not because of, other boys coming around and guys getting her right. Hell, I'm the only one that broke us up. Just taking ownership. Like I was she didn't leave me for someone else.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm the only one that could break us up.
Because if you do ain't nothing gonna break us up, you get into that thing where it's like that works, but why would you write like?
Yeah,
what's that?
Why are you saying that?
If someone asks, is like, who's talking about breaking up in the first place?
Right.
Introducing negative thoughts right off the get go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, wait, are you thinking about where'd that start?
Exactly.
How did you say your last one? What did you just say? I'm the
only one that could break us up. Turns out I was the only one that could break us up. Like she didn't leave me for some other guy. It's basically she left me because I was a jerk.
Yeah, jealousy. What if
true?
It's a self-deprecating jealousy narrative?
That's what he's saying.
Or like his jealousy is kind of what drove her away.
But the problem, I think the thing I'm seeing with that is like just I'm the only one that I'm the only one that could have broken it. However, the language would be weird, and then also
Yeah,
that's not true. She could have also,
she could have,
right?
right? Yeah,
She
and
could
what artist wants to say that really? I mean, it's such a negative.
have a better
You know,
note. A
I was
better
an a
note.
hole.
I
You
always
know,
say that too, man. It's like for an artist, you're writing a song for an artist. You're writing a 3-minute movie for them to star in. They don't want
yeah,
to be the bad guy. They don't want to be the weak guy. They want to be the star.
yeah.
Mm.
They want to be Tom Cruise running across
If
some
they
place in
are
Europe.
wounded, if they are self-confessional and able to show their weaknesses, that's a positive. But but they have to, just like a movie star, they have to be in a positive role,
Yeah,
even if it's a negative role. It has to be a positive way they deal with it.
yeah.
Break this up. What else we got
Break
here?
us up.
How about a real positive sort of anthemic come together national type America thing where um I mean I think it's clear to a lot of people, and I think a lot of people and certainly in country music share this, that you know it could be about race, it could be about, you know, it just seems that the more the people that are harping against racism are trying to actually separate us. You know what I mean? They're
Mm,
trying to break us up. You know, and what if it's, you know, they're breaking you down to break you up? The media, you know, wants division,
Mhm.
whether it's racism, whether it's gender, whether it's this, whether it's that. You could make a social commentary on that, maybe, but you know, there's nothing that's going to break us up, kind of a thing.
you could definitely do it, but I don't know that type of political sentiments. Not usually, not going to be a country cut. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
don't. That's a hot potato. They're not going to want to. It would
Hmm.
definitely work for the title, but
Yeah.
I would not want to do it that way because
It
I
doesn't
would.
have to be political either, but it can be. I think everybody sort of feels the.
Yeah, but you're on one
Um,
side or the other. You're saying, "Hey, Mister across the aisle, different than me. They can't. They're. I mean, I think it's 100% true what you're saying. I just don't
yeah.
know if anybody will sing about it.
Yeah, it's tricky for sure. I wonder.
I should
It's
have warned y'all before we started. I can be a total dick about titles. I should have put that in the show notes.
That's
but
what we want. That's why you're here.
I'm
Chris,
kind of
it's
a
all good.
known.
It ain't my title.
I'm, yeah, I'm
That's
a
right.
known butthole. Even my wife's like, "Man, you're such a downer."
Well, this is really good though because this is what it's really like in the room when you're trying to find those, like, where's the
Yeah,
path to success, and a lot of it is it's mostly roadblocks and road spikes and blow your tires out and all the obstacles. So no, there's definite value in that. I wonder, thinking outside like the country genre, it almost be like I almost seem like a teen, like a CCM, but like a young female CCM kind of thing, like, but like talking about God, like nothing's going to break us up. Like, kind of the I'm saved and nothing's going to change that. Like I'm his and nothing's ever going to change that. The world's trying to catch my eye, but nothing's going to break us up. Or it could be that kind of thing, so a total CCM, young pop female kind of, the whole God is my boyfriend kind of in a
yeah,
way, but not that, but just
yeah.
saying, he's got me. I love him. Nothing's going to break us up. So that could be like more of a God, religious Christian song.
Oh, I
Might be a
got
way to go
one.
with it too.
What if it's about a good old boy and his beer? Nothing's gonna break us up, you know. Like
That's
he's
my
in love with
favorite
his
so
beer,
far,
right? Like
Johnny. That's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
long neck, ice
Old school.
cold beer never let me down.
Right. Yeah. That's funny. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, tongue in cheek, sort of old Joe Diffie kind of thing would probably,
Mhm.
yeah, some in that way you could do the down up, like you said. Uh, we used to call that hot cold
Oh yeah.
down
Uh-huh.
up. Yeah,
Yeah. It
opposite.
What what if it's a good old boy in his truck?
yeah.
He's in love with his truck, right? Nothing's gonna break us up. Like you could go for that and get the corporate sponsorship money right out of the gate. Not
There
that
you
you should
go.
write it for that reason, but you know.
Yeah, and truck is a nice up rhyme. Um,
Yep.
the interesting, like, I mean, beer can't break us up, or One was like beer broke us up, came between us, which is more of a negative. Like she left me over my drinking, which is a way like not market smart. When you're like playing in a bar, beer broke us up. Have another one.
There's not a lot of guys doing that kind of stuff either.
Yeah.
I guess there might be. I have a different take. Okay, I just thought of something. This is what I would put in the room. I might.
It's not going to work, Chris. Oh, sorry.
What if you change it? Can we change the title a little bit? You said that's okay, right?
Let's play with it.
Yeah.
So, and there may be a song already on this title. Okay, because I don't keep up, so I don't know. But if you change this to breaking up, and you wrote it from a male perspective about how he is absolutely nosediving, drinking, lost, just his life's a shambles over losing this girl. And so it's called breaking up. And instead of talking about how he and her aren't together, he's talking about how he's crashing and burning.
Like he's breaking up. Like it's breaking up. It's breaking up.
I'm breaking up. Yeah.
$6 million man.
It's just be called breaking up. And I don't know how you would do it.
But it's not a relationship song.
I don't love it, but there's one shot at it.
I'm breaking up. Yeah.
Yeah, relationship song where I don't know. I don't know how you do it actually. I don't know like exactly how you would do it because the girl you'd be saying, she's breaking up with him and he's breaking up too, right?
Yeah, he's breaking up into pieces kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, breaking up. We're all...
let's keep going.
Yeah, this is fun. We don't have to dive in too deep on any of them. I wonder if it's like, man, I need something to break us up. Like, I want something to break us up. Like, and what is the us? If it's that love that you just can't quit kind of thing. Man, sometimes I want something to break us up.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, I think she's trying to break us up. There's a guy I worked at Hardee's when I was in high school a little bit, and there was a guy I was working with that he had started dating this girl that had a kid. I mean, he's a young guy, but she had like a young kid or whatever, and it was just the relationship it wasn't his kid, but so he was dating a single mom, and it would kind of run its course. And he was like, but I felt bad, like I didn't want to break up with her, single mom stuff. So I was just trying to do little stuff to get on her nerves, hoping she'd break up with me. Like leaving the toilet seat up and tap off the toothpaste and all this stuff. And he was like, I'm kind of hoping she'd dump me, but she won't. I don't know if that's any relevance to this, and it's so out there, but just one of those.
I'm trying to think how you would do that too,
without the guy being just a total jerk.
But actually, it's kind of. Why don't? Yeah, I think it'd be okay. Yeah. I don't think you're not making him look that bad. It's probably not that serious of a relationship if he's just trying to make her break up.
He just felt bad. He didn't want to be the one doing the breaking up.
Okay. I got it. What if you want to break us up, but what if the singer wants to break us up because the makeup sex is awesome?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, so I'm always looking for, like, it could be tongue in cheek, but it's all just like putting her on a pedestal. Like, she's so amazing. All I want to do is break us up because getting back together.
Just so we can make up. Yeah.
So we can make up. Yeah.
So if we were in an actual writing session right now, this is what I would do. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
I would go
walk out, go to lunch.
No.
Come into the kitchen.
I would go, and I would go, wait, makeup sex. Let's write that.
Yes.
That's a better title to me, makeup sex. I would know what to do with that. And I love, if it's not already been done, what I love about that title is that the first time you said it to somebody, they would go, you can't do that.
Right.
And whenever I hear that in a room, like, oh yeah, that's great, but you can't do it. You're not allowed. Whenever I hear that, I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. There's gold in them there hills. When you writing tip. When you get in a room and you say, you can't talk about that, that's exactly what you need to talk about.
So did everybody just hear that for all future co-writes with Chris Lindsay? Yeah. If you want to fight for your title and you want to win, just tell Chris you can't do that.
Can't do that.
Right.
It's like the Babe Ruth strategy.
Remember, have you ever had this one happen when somebody threw a title out and it's really good and like they go, oh shit, I forgot I already pitched that.
Yeah, dang it.
Because I think they didn't like how it was going, so they like yanked it back.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah.
That's a fun
A
one.
couple times I probably should have done that. But it's the Babe
Well,
Ruth
Nick-
strategy of it's a big swing. Babe Ruth, he had the most homers, but
Yeah.
he also had the most
Right.
strikeouts. Who cares
Absolutely.
about the strikeouts?
Exactly. No,
Well,
that's
but the
how you
makeup sex, like,
makeup sex.
well, think about this. Like, what if it's not really about, I mean, somewhat about God, but it's not about makeup, post breakup sex. It's about, you can't tell me there ain't a God. Only God can make up sex. Like,
I think you
there's
get
that thing too. Like,
dude, that's like mixing gasoline and gasoline. No,
It
people
is.
don't like. People don't. That would not work.
oh, it would definitely, we can't do that. But
yeah, but
okay.
here, listen to me. Look what I just did. I just told you can't do that. You need to do it.
There we go.
I just told
Exactly.
you couldn't do it. Fuck.
They're going to make it a Southern gospel song. No.
Yeah. But how
so-
would you do makeup sex? Could you do makeup sex? I guess you can make like a sexy groove and kind of make it tongue in cheek. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can do makeup sex.
I
People would
don't
listen to it though. If it were listed on a piece of paper, if it was on a track list, people would go. They would go to it.
Oh, they would. They
Yeah.
were like, "What are they doing here? I got to hear that for sure."
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why it's like, okay, you'd want to not do like your thing of not do exactly
Right.
what people
Exactly
would expect
right.
it to be.
Yeah, yeah.
So that way, it's more palatable, more doable.
Well, I think that whole area is good. Like the whole area of volatile relationships, of on again, off again. We can't quit each other. It's great, it's horrible. That whole bipolar relationship thing is really, obviously, because so many songs are written about it. But I think that it's a passionate area for people. It's they say most people, all they think about is either who they love or who they wish they loved. People just think about their love, their romantic interest. That's why if you turn on the radio, 95 or whatever high percentage of the songs are about love or relationships, because that's what people think about most of the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. And break us
there
up.
You go. A little extra song tip.
There you go. I'm wondering, like, is it about a memory? Oh gosh, I don't know. I guess don't let the past break us up. Kind of like don't let the past hurts and all that stuff. What used to be with some old memory break us up.
I like that.
Like if
I'm
you already
interested in that. I'm interested. Don't let the past
break us up in the now kind of thing, right?
That
can't break us up.
I'm not living that right now because it's not like it's a thing, but I will tell you that just straight up, Janelle struggles with my former life. You know what I mean? Chris, I was a front man in a hair band back in the day,
Okay.
So the MC at the 3-ring circus, and had a great time. You know what I mean? And shit does not sit well with her. And so that's that there's something there. In that concept for sure.
Oh yeah. Break us up. How did you say that, Brent?
It's like, don't let the past break us up today, or don't let the, if I made a break, don't let that break us up. I made a break from that, so don't let it break us up. It's like I made a clean break, or, my memory can't break us up. Don't let
I'm feeling competitive now. How many of these nuts get cracked on your show? You all turn out. You get.
We don't know. Some have gone on to get written, and we've heard the demos and stuff, and or we get like, oh, we got a couple good ones, but sometimes they unlock. Sometimes we just go, well, look at the time.
Yeah. Well, we've had a couple where somebody from one listener, after hearing the song title challenge, will reach out to the person that sent in the title. Hey, can I please write this with you? Because I know how to write this now. They're inspired from hearing.
Yeah.
That was like the request. And there was another one too, wasn't there?
Others. I think I'll buy myself flowers. I didn't help on that one, but some of the ones we've heard since then have turned out pretty cool. So yeah, usually there's that one more like, oh, it's something there.
There's
Break us
something,
up.
yeah. I'm just sitting here. Really, there's something else in there. I'm trying to think.
I think TV's trying to break us up. It's like, need to tell my wife to break the internet before it breaks us up. Turn that off. Don't let it break us up. But that is such ultimatumy and kind of
What
lives
if
in a
it's
negative place.
so okay, so there's what was the Yellowstone
Costner?
Kevin Costner movie, Field of Dreams, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You remember that movie about baseball? And when he goes back and he sees Moonlight Graham, but Moonlight Graham's like the old guy, not when
No.
he turns into the young guy. But he makes a statement where he's like, "Well, I got to get home because my wife is likely to think I got a girlfriend." That was like a little comment that he had from that movie. Maybe it's about all the things that you do because you don't want to. I don't want to break us up, but it's an homage or it's a celebration of the relationship and the woman and all the things that it could be like a big bad Bill is Sweet William now kind of a thing,
Mhm.
like I've done all these changes because I just maybe I don't want to break us up is not as heavy as it can come across. It's more like I want to be the best man I can be for you, but it's sort of tongue in cheek with I don't want to break us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that too vague?
Or it could be,
maybe.
yeah,
All the changes that I've done to be a better man
Mhm.
because I don't want to be the one to break us up, right? Like maybe you've done that before. Maybe you've been a hard ass and stubborn and all these things, but you meet that one girl and then all you're thinking about is all of a sudden the tables have turned,
Mhm.
right? Maybe she's the first one where you love her more than she loves you.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be me that breaks us up.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't
Yeah.
leaving
I got
you.
yeah, I have one here that's cheesy, but I'll say it. It's
Yeah.
like that. Like this idea of oh, it's just cheesy though. I hate to say it. Maybe it'll spur some like
It's a safe spot.
only time will
Oh,
break it. That
yeah,
concept,
Mm.
no, till death do us part.
right? But I don't love that.
Oh,
Doggone
yeah,
thing.
like only God could break us up kinda thing. Um, yeah,
Wow,
because 'cause I'm gonna love you the rest of my life kinda thing, and we're in
that's
it till
crazy.
death.
Only God can break us up. That's a bold statement, isn't it? I don't know.
It is,
I,
it's bold,
I don't know
but
if that's true, but that's like
oh,
one of my big things. I just like it has to be true. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
Only God
Yeah,
could break. I love
or at least
the
But it could be that could be how you
how you
feel,
feel. If
right?
it's true how you feel, then you can
It
get a
could be true if that's how you feel.
right. There's that kind of emotional, "I feel that way."
there's
Yeah.
something crazy about that title. Only God can break us up. That's starting to feel psycho to me. There might be something.
Yeah. Chris
That,
is like as he taps his fingertips together.
Right.
do you
Excellent.
feel when you hear the first time you said it? I was like, "Wow, that's weird, man. I like that, but I don't know. Only God could break us up."
Yeah, like, we've been through hell, and
Yeah,
we hang tough,
Oh, oh,
So, I
oh,
guess only God
oh,
could break us
oh,
up because the devil can't.
that no, how about if God did break you up?
Yeah,
And you're talking about all these amazing memories about somebody, I guess only God could break us up.
yeah, like,
It could be a real
she left me.
heartstrings thing, man.
Oh, yeah, if it was, like, she's passed away or something, like,
Mhm.
only God. Oh, it's kind of interesting. It makes you wanna go, like, the grandma route, grandma
yeah,
said, "Only God could break us up," talking about grandpa kinda thing because he's in heaven now.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
a Love Me from, the Colin Ray song. Who wrote
Yeah,
that?
Max
Uh,
D and Max T Barnes.
there you go.
Um,
Or okay, if you really want to get weird and creepy, what if it's what if it's the from the perspective of the guy, but he's dead, looking down on her in heaven, and only God could break us up. Like I'll always love you, but you've got to move on. You've got to, like it's about getting through that terrible, terrible tragedy, and he's just trying to like wish her comfort from heaven or something.
yeah,
That could be freaking deep.
that could
Yeah,
be, and
we fell off the deep end here, but I actually like it better. I think these are more fertile ground. Only God. We might have to go round 2 on this one.
Yeah, I know we're coming on time.
I'm serious because I'm going to be thinking about this all weekend.
That's the thing. It opens a loop, man.
Yeah,
well, you know what? Right now, though, we got some really good looks at this. We got some really good looks.
Okay, I have one super deep title idea that I got to throw out. Otherwise, it's going to bug me if I didn't say it. What if the guy is imagining each beer in his 6-pack going, "Don't break us up, drink all of us." Anyway.
Yes,
that's it.
That's
it.
You can't break up the family.
It's a shame to break us up.
Yeah. Got to drink all 6
I'm going
of
to
them.
think about it. I'm going to think about it. I think we should think about it. I hate a nut I can't crack. I just hate it. I'm going to be thinking about that damn title all weekend.
We just gave you a Rubik's Cube, and your wife's going to kill you now because that's all you're going to be dealing with on the drive down to Atlanta.
Yeah. But then sometimes too, and this is no slight against this title, I have a notepad full of 10,000 titles that I haven't written or didn't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes titles just aren't going to work. I think in a writing session, at this point, we would probably go, I got a title. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, this day, I just kind of want to make sure that's part of the thing here. Whatever reason, this day, that title didn't want to be born, right?
Right.
And you shouldn't let that run your session. You should go on to some other titles because sometimes it's just the right day for a right title.
Oh, for sure.
For
sure.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just because I just springboarded off of what you said, what if it's from the perspective of like a 4 or 5-year-old kid who's getting a brand new brother or sister?
Yeah.
You think she's going to break us up? Like, because the kid has jealousy when the new baby comes into the family. And I mean, it could be like, it's just so innocent, right? And you could say so many things and get away with it because it's like a 5-year-old kid.
The breakup thing seems like it mostly applies to romantic love. And when you try to move it across to God and kids and stuff, it's a little weird for me because it's like, I don't think you would apply it that way,
Yeah, that's true. It would be a stretch.
Johnny, I told you in the beginning, I'm a total jerk with songs.
Well, it's not my title, but I mean, breakup. In a sense, breakup is it's abandonment, right? Like you're. You're.
That's true. That's true, and we didn't ever even get that. We sort of did it together, but it does mean that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, I think we got some great looks at this, guys. Chris, thank you so much for saying yes, and so fun playing with you in the sandbox, man. I absolutely enjoyed it.
I would love. Cool. Give me another shot, in a little while. Let me have another shot at this. I think.
Okay, we can do that. Well, you know what? We can comment on it when it drops. We can comment on the new stuff with the in the C.L.I.M community. Under the post when it drops, we can comment there.
Yeah.
So hey guys, that brings us to the end of another song title challenge. Send your titles into info@daredevilproduction.com. Put song title challenge in the subject line. This podcast exists because we want you to win. So keep on climbing.
And we'll see you at the top.
Thank you, Chris.